So I'm back on my mum's BMW X1 today. I'm going to be fitting an Apple CarPlay unit in here so she can use Waze, she can use all of her maps and Spotify. There's been a few issues with the cable which connects to her phone, so just put an Apple CarPlay unit in. Let's get it done. So right now inside of the X1, she's literally just got this little pocket thing where, you know, she just stores random stuff, and a little phone holder. Now, down here there's an aux cable and a little USB cable. The cable here hasn't actually been working, so she hasn't been able to use her phone and, you know, play podcasts or Spotify or whatever. So we've picked up one of these Apple CarPlay units. Oh, it's by Auto ABC. Don't know if they're any good. We'll give it a go. We'll see how it is, but it looks really clean. It looks nice packaging. Obviously the packaging doesn't do anything, but the actual screen looks really quite nice. It's a big sort of 10.5 inch, I think, 10.5 inch screen, so it's pretty big. It's going to look nice. Let's get that done. Inside the box we have obviously the screen. You've got the little manual, you've got the screen, and then underneath here we have all of the cables that we're going to need to retrofit this, and there's a little backing plate as well, which I believe fits in pretty much perfectly to where that little pocket is where my mum normally stores things. So it's going to look really nice. It's going to fit absolutely perfectly, I hope. But yeah, let's get this installed. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is just remove this little phone holder. Nice, it's going to leave all of the glue on there. Perfect. Oh no, that's all right. It's coming off really, really nicely. There we go. So to begin this installation, we just need to get a few trim tools, and then we need to take away this little plastic piece here. So we can get underneath here, take away this piece here, and then I believe there's a few torque screws at the back, which we can just undo, and then I believe this just pops straight out. So once we have that out of the way, just down here, let me see, might be able to show you. Just up here, there's one there, and there's also another one up there, up in that corner there. So now all of that is out the way, we can now start to install the screen on here. Obviously we have the original wiring loom here, which we can then sort of connect to the new wiring loom, and then we can get this all installed and put back together. So this unit, it requires these little clips here, because once you look under here, that you've got the original little clips here, which obviously holds the whole unit in. You need this little hanger here to actually be able to go into that same hole, and then we have these tiny little screws down here, which I'm not even going to try and record because I'm going to probably drop them. So they are absolutely tiny. So yeah, I'm going to get all these screwed in and then we'll resume. So after a lot of struggling and a lot of sweat, the tiny little screws which held the mounts in for the whole unit, they were actually too small, so I ended up getting some super glue and super gluing them in to make sure that they stayed in. And then simply all you've got to do is just get these screws back into the mounts up there, and then you've got to get these screws in here. They give you like a little clip just to put behind the plastic bit so you can get the screw in, and now we're pretty much in. We're pretty solid in there. So now we can just start assembling all of this back together, put all of this back together, and then everything should be fine. So with the screen all installed and everything's working, I've made sure everything works before I even put this in. Actually, that's one of the key things you want to do, is make sure everything works before you put everything back, because you're then going to have to take something out if you haven't done something right. So all we've really got to do now is put all this together. So we've just got the AC controls and then this top little unit bit, and then we just need to put the gear stick sort of surround back in, and then it's all sorted. So that's the BMW X1 Apple CarPlay unit install complete. It's a relatively simple process. It just does take a little bit of time. There's a few little intricate bits which I kept dropping, a lot of just little pieces which you need to be very careful with, and it just takes a little while just purely because of that reason. So but yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and let me know in the comment section below if you have installed one of these before. The good thing about the BMW X1 stereo system retrofit is you don't actually take out the original stereo, so it's literally just pretty much plug and play. You just plug it into the original stereo, and everything is sweet. The radio works and everything else works, which is really nice touch. On the Golf it was completely different. There was so many different wires and stuff to install, and I ended up just not installing any of it just for the Apple CarPlay. So my mum likes the radio and she likes all of the other little bits, so that was really nice and easy. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.